The internet. We all use it. We're using it right now. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this video. It's a magical thing, but also it can be a disastrous thing. So my question has been, how has it changed people's lives? Today we'll be interviewing 3 people. Today we have 2 older adults that had the internet come in halfway through their life. Then we have 1 young adult that has had the internet basically his entire life. The internet has made things a lot easier nowadays. Nowadays you can just look something up instead of going through it. Here's
old enough to remember the internet before, like my life before the internet, so it's a lot easier to know things now. We had at my house when I was growing up a bookshelf full of encyclopedias, A through Z. If you wanted to know something, you had to pick out that encyclopedia, thumb to the right page, and read like the 2 paragraphs on it, and that might be all you get on that.
Because you can look up just about anything on the internet. You can get all the answers you need about anything.
Most companies have profited from the internet just because of the marketing that they get from it and the wider scope that they have, getting to audiences that they would probably never get to if the internet wasn't a thing. The internet has also helped out with getting a job, whether it comes from applying, finding a job, or creating a whole new job in general.
Love technology. That's why I teach this. If there wasn't the internet, I probably wouldn't have this job because I wouldn't be teaching this. I'd be doing something totally different. Actually, every job I've had since I started in marketing has only existed because of the internet. I used to be a social media coordinator, then I was a digital media coordinator. I was Google AdWords certified. So everything I've done, the reason I have a house, the reason I can put food on the table for my family is because of the internet. So.
But the internet can also cause harm. Think of the 5G tower incident, where on April 2nd of 2020, one of the 5G towers in London was burned down because a group on Facebook claimed that the 5G towers were the reason the coronavirus was going on.
For police in Quebec, this has fast become a familiar sight. A cellular tower set ablaze. In 1 week, police responded to 7 similar fires, all targeting cell towers. They've since arrested a couple in their 20s and are investigating whether they might have been motivated by a conspiracy theory linking 5G technology to COVID-19.
And then it spread even more. Then more 5G towers were vandalized. Even to the point where a lady shot at one of the workers at the 5G tower.
A cell tower worker, ma'am?
Susan Moose is charged with assault with a deadly weapon after court documents show she fired a .22 revolver pistol at one of the cell tower workers. We could hear the 911 call made from the tower this weekend where a crew of 3 people were doing work south of Taylorsville.
I've got a lady across the street that's been yelling and raising hell since we've been here that we're on her property. And now there's shots been fired. I've got 2 guys on the tower.
So the internet can be good and bad at the same time. It can help us and hurt us. It can cause mass hysteria. It can spread false information. And it can also be pretty bad.
The bad side of the internet is how it can give certain people a platform that can influence people to make decisions that they wouldn't normally be making on their own. And it can affect people mentally, and it can cause a lot of problems, especially in the world.
Impact on the world, I'd probably say for all the good it's done, it's also done bad. Just look at, everything that's happened in the last 5-6 years with disinformation on Facebook and Twitter and people fighting and dividing and everything like that. There's so many people out there that don't want to get COVID vaccines because they saw a YouTube video that says that Steve Jobs, or I guess now he's dead, but Bill Gates is tracking them, so they won't get it. So, on those kinds of things, yeah, the internet's not good, but is that the internet's fault? I really don't think so.
But then it's also a bad thing because it's also taking away from kids going outside, playing, having a good time, riding bikes. So yeah, it's a double standard there.
What's your take on the internet? Is it good? Is it bad?